Thanks. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه إلى يوم القيامة أما بعد فيا عباد الله أوصيني نفسي وإياكم بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون وقال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون صدق الله العظيم. All of my beloved people, happiness. We always strive to reach happiness at any time in our life. Some people define happiness as excessive wealth. Some describe happiness as having the love of their life, while others describe happiness as just having a meal for that day. Happiness is defined by their respective seeker, their fans, and their believers. So for once, had we ever thought of the actual happiness, the true one so close to us, yet sometimes felt so hard to reach, the one Allah taught us in His verses and our beloved Prophet's sayings, the only happiness that will last an eternity and into the ever after, the happiness that beam light so bright that ours would thrill at its presence. We mortals have always loved something since our first breath in this world. We have always loved our mother, the bus that carries us into this world with every sacrifice she would bear for the rest of her life, caring for us. We have loved our father, the backbone of our family, the sole person responsible for our comfort of us. We have also loved many other people, our crushes, teachers, idols, etc. Yet, had we all asked ourselves to love the sole reason for this earth, the food we eat, and our souls in the first place, the one that had created us blew our souls into this brief life that would, at its end, meet with Him at last. My beloved people, this is the happiness that we should strive for. Aside from other happiness, this one should not have begged itself not to be ignored. That is our love for Allah. The common sense permanently engraved inside our minds is that happiness is all about money. In this materialistic world, sure, a bajillion stacks of cash would undoubtedly bring its kind of happiness. But I should remind you and myself in this instant that we all should remember, for the love of God, that the pieces of silky paper that we have always chased for our ephemeral. Let me repeat that. The money we have always obsessed with is nothing in Allah's eyes nor Judgment Day. It's not a thing that rich people on Judgment Day would chill in their helicopters, gawking in the burnt crowds passing in the Sidratul Muntaha, just because the wealth that they had got transferred over and subsequently helped them in the final days of earth. That doesn't happen. The only saving grace for us would be our good deeds that would speak for itself, and blessings for our beloved Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah has said in the Quran, Surah Ali Imran, verse 14, that the enjoyment of worldly desires, women, children, treasures of gold and silver, fine horses, cattle, and fertile land, has been made appealing to people. These are the pleasures of this worldly life, but with Allah is the finest destination. In Al-Layl, verse 4 to 10, the people close to Allah would be helped to get their happiness, and the heathens that denied his saying would end up in misery. And so, happiness is not about clamoring in this world's glamour, but about praying with your whole heart in the middle of the night. That is more valuable than all of the luxury dresses produced in this world. That one prayer of you, just with Allah, crying over all your thoughts, getting closer to Him, is more valuable than all the gold and diamonds in this world. And so, do we strive for this happiness all in the end? We sure need to do so, but that doesn't mean we should ignore all the other small happiness. The talk we had with our family in the dining table is happiness too. And also the joy of giving someone something that they need. And with a heart solely for Allah's sake, that happiness would help us build the true happiness bigger. All my beloved people, in the end, we should strive to get close to our creators, yet we still savor the good happiness that Allah has allowed us to indulge in and would not lead us to the stray path of pure flames and agony. That we, as mere mortals, should remember all happiness stems from Allah and would also end in His embrace. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'anil azim wa nafani wa iyyakum bil ayati waz zikril hakim innahu huwal barrur raufur rahim. Alhamdulillahi ala ihsanih wa syukru lahu ala taufiqihi wa imtinanih wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lah wa ashhadu anna sayyidana Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa sallimu tasliman katsira. Amma ba'd. Faya ayyuhan nas ittaqullaha fima amar wantahu amma naha wa'lamu anna Allaha amrakum bil amri bada'a fihi bi nafsihi وَسَنَا بِمَلَائِكَةِ بِقُدْسِهِ وَقَالَ تَعَالَى إِنَّ اللَّهَ وَمَلَائِكَتَهُ يُصَلُّونَ عَلَى النَّبِيِّ يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا صَلُّوا عَلَيْهِ وَسَلِّمُوا تَسْلِيمًا. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أنبيائك ورسلك وملائكة المقربين وارض عنا معهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين وانصر عبادك الموحدية وانصر من نصر الدين واهزل من خذل المسلمين ودمر أعداء الدين وأعلي كلماتك إلى يوم الدين. اللهم ادفع عنا البلاء والوباء والزلازل والمهان وسوء الفتنة والمهن ما ظهر منها وما بطن عن بلدنا إندونيسيا خاصة وسائر البلدان المسلمين عامة يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله، إن الله يأمرنا بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. واذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر. حكيم الصلاة.